It is so beautiful, this tall, sand-colored grass that grows right outside our tiny house. The way it shines in the warm light of the slowly setting summer sun and moves like waves in the wind. They remind me of oceans and beaches, of planted wheat fields and of wild, untouched nature all at once.
She thinks it's too warm today. Ja, det gör det.
Seeing the footage with grass in my hair made me think of images of the Valkyrie, female beings serving the deity Odin, a magician in pursuit of knowledge and fighters. Reminiscent somewhat of Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, as Tolkien was inspired by Norse mythology, and many names are taken directly from it. The Valkyries are now seen as golden-haired, pale maidens with shining feathered armor and winged helmets, descending from the sky on their horses while brandishing spears and shields. Ravens might accompany them, and they could disguise themselves as swans. They decided who died in a battle, then guided the warrior souls of the slain to Freya's field, Folklore, or Odin's hall, Valhalla. So-called Norse mythology is a creative visualization of our spiritual reality, a distinctly northern expression and interpretation of the animistic worldview all peoples once had, and some still do. That is, that all things have a spiritual essence that must be respected, that we are surrounded by eternal, divine, spiritual energies we can interact with and affect with our own energies and intentions. There is a focus on rituals and direct interaction with the divine and spiritual, it not being something separate or distant, but a part of our world, a part of the world tree with all its realms, its dimensions, that of the living, the dead, the gods and spirits. One sacrificed to the gods, greater, ancient, divine energies or entities of the universe, but more so to the dwarves, elves, trolls and nature spirits, spiritual beings affecting our lives on a more daily basis. It is possible vulvas, witches, could send a part of their soul out of their body as Valkyries, connected with the Valkyrie spirit, a spirit of strength and battle, to influence the outcome of a battlefield as their energies worked in the spiritual realm. Due to the lack of reliable written sources from the Viking Age, as people of the North communicated their beliefs verbally, there are many interpretations of what the Vikings thought, but hints can be found in Scandinavian folklore, folk beliefs of more recent centuries, where the old Norse ways and beliefs linger, as well as in medieval texts, though influenced by a Christian worldview, in archaeological finds, and in old Scandinavian laws against pagan practices after Christianization of the North. They upsettingly forbade people to meditate in nature, to connect and communicate with the energies of the world and our ancestors, but many continued to practice our native religion as best they could. In animism and Old Norse beliefs, there is no heaven and hell separate from our world. There is no holy text for all to follow. Instead, there are local and personal variations of beliefs that organically change with the telling of stories. It is not a religion of control, but of connection between us and the natural world, its energies, beings, and spiritual realms. Hell, in Norse beliefs, is not a bad place. It is our underworld, a part of the same world we live in and similar to it, just another spiritual realm of it. And it is where everyone goes after death. We remain connected to the same worlds and can thus interact with our descendants. Hell is simply the land of the afterlife. Even the gods go there. Someone especially interesting to a deity or exceptional at their trade might be brought to the deity's hall, but the majority that were not went on with their afterlife lives, meeting their ancestors and then being reborn. Viking burials and graves were very strange and unique. Parts of the dead soul, for lack of a better word, remained in the burial chambers, ships or rooms within mounds where one could visit them, their energies and memories lingering. And there is one story of a man sneaking out of Valhalla for a while to go to his mound and be with his living wife. Other parts of a person's soul can be passed on to family, their luck, strength and skills, especially to a child receiving the name of the deceased. Odin might be seen as one's inner voice, one's inner wisdom one had better listen to, and Thor, one's courage that may inspire and give strength, while he is also manifested in the powerful and frightening thunder in the sky. Odin is wisdom, and he, with the help of his strong and fearsome Valkyries, gather human fighting spirits in preparation for Ragnarok, when gods will fight Loki's monstrous offspring Jörmungandr, Midgårdsormen, the world serpent, and Fenrisulven, the wolf Fenrir, and the world will be poisoned and submerged in water. Perhaps we glimpse Ragnarok now, as our wiser selves fight with our disconnected minds that exploit and poison the world to the point of sea levels rising and forests burning. When we no longer relate to and connect with nature, the world and its spirits, resulting in destruction and chaos as the world tree burns. Fenrir makes sure we reap what we sow, and Jörmungandr brings the chaos. As we ignore the well-being of the foundation to our lives, we let loose the destructive forces of a world no longer in balance. This is what Odin and his Valkyries wants us to resist. They may be one's own wisdom, sending thoughts of strength to rein in one's defeated soul after a long battle. Have it reconnect with the world tree, with Mother Earth, to fight the poisonous chaos that undoes balance and harmony. It is easy to sense the spiritual side of the world when in nature, as it would have been for our ancestors who were forbidden by law to interact with it as they had for thousands of years. The energies are soothing, inspiring and energizing, and I am rarely unhappy or lonely when outside. Closeness to nature, its energies and beauty, makes me spiritually joyous and fulfilled. And what's most important to humankind and all living things is that this world remains in balance, that the world tree is respected and cared for.